All right, welcome to the podcast, Caleb.
Thank you. Welcome to my shop, Zach.
It's actually a really nice setup. I like although it does kind of piss me off.
How they're
not straight.
Well, it's like, yeah, it's not too bad.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Did you notice like that actually helped?
No.
No?
No, it's just cool.
Okay.
Well, and I had them left over from my old shop, so.
Oh, okay. Did you have those up in the old shop?
I had them up in the office because the office was really outdoor.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
And like, I'd love to put them out there and like line the entire walls with that, but that would be so much money.
I feel like it'd be so hot too.
Maybe.
I feel like those like keep heat in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm no sound expert, obviously.
Right. But
first and foremost, I'm glad that we're filming this podcast because I've been getting asked all the time if we're still friends.
We are still
you sold
friends.
the RX-7 and moved shops.
Yeah, Zach only is friends with rotary owners. No, I'm just kidding. Well, did you see my keychain?
No.
It's the one Andrew gave me.
Oh, that's sick.
Is that sick? He didn't give you one?
No.
Ooh.
Steen?
Yeah, Steen gave me that.
If Steen is watching, he gives the ex-rotary owner.
Well, so he gave that to me when I had the RX-7. I just left it in the rally Miata for like 2 months.
This is really nice, actually.
That's pretty cool. Yep. And then, of course, the cooler part is this.
Can you still buy those or no?
You can still buy them. This one's a little rough.
Miata is always the answer.
It is.
So we are still friends.
Yeah, we're still
right?
friends. Yeah. I mean,
right?
You're still my friend. I don't know if I'm still your friend.
I mean, you're still my friend.
Okay.
Honestly, it's just been, I've been doing school stuff and...
Right, and you have to go to Mike's shop a lot to work on your car and stuff,
yeah.
Which is a long drive.
Which I love, love that we're getting stuff done on the car. It sucks that you're not there anymore.
Yeah, it does kind of suck. It's awesome, but it sucks.
It's like a sibling moved out of the house, right. And like you expect them to be there. Like I'll look across and I'll see your old shop. Which, have you seen pictures of it?
I've heard that he spent lots of money redoing the floor.
It's so nice.
So salty.
Dude, it's like the floor looked like glass.
Yeah.
It was like perfectly leveled. He's like sprayed that like speckled stuff that like every guy over the age of 50 with a Corvette has in their garage. Like that
was
nice.
Like the main problem with the shop. So with that, it's probably a little bit nicer. Still not as nice as this because it actually has walls. But
yes, this actually has real walls,
and it doesn't have mud overflowing out of the drains, and toilets don't break. So,
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Overall, this is for sure 100% a way better shop.
Yeah. And it's closer and it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's not far from your house.
No, it's literally a minute away.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So, which we will not be disclosing the location of this shop.
Yeah. So if you guys want to know my address, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, my phone's off. Don't worry.
Because there are people that go to Mike's shop expecting you to be there.
Yeah,
you've heard about that, right?
That. Yeah.
Some guy went and like hung around for like 4 hours waiting for you.
Yeah, I know.
Whoops. Yeah. So don't try to come see Caleb ever. So let's talk Mazda. Name of the show.
Right.
We were talking earlier, but you didn't give me an answer. You're waiting for the podcast. Okay. So why'd you get a Miata? Like out of all cars, 240s, 350s. Nissan. Any Toyota product or obviously you get a Honda for reasons because you're a man. But dude, I've been so against Hondas recently.
So actually, sidetrack. I got offered a J-swapped Integra for trade for my RX-7.
The J-swap's the Odyssey engine, right? Those like 3.5s.
It's the V6, which is in a
for
Accord.
What?
For the ARC-7, someone wanted to trade it for me. It was like a super clean J-swapped Integra. I was really tempted.
Why didn't you do it?
Because I needed cash, for one, and I didn't need a J-swapped Integra.
So you've been talking about doing the series built versus bought, right?
Yeah.
That would have been a perfect car for that.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, that would have been perfect for the series, because I don't know how much horsepower they put out. Probably like around 3, right?
Pretty close to 3, yeah.
And then
it's like
just race like a stock Genesis.
Yeah. It would have been cool, but it's okay.
They're still front-wheel drive, too, right?
Yeah, I assume, yeah.
So why a Miata?
Okay, why a Miata? Let's see. Well, when I bought the Miata, I was in high school.
Right.
I didn't really know much about cars, and I watched a lot of Haggard Garage. You know what Haggard Garage is.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the old days when they were like
I
all
miss
together.
the old Haggard Garage. Because it was like, I like a lot of backyard mechanics type stuff.
It was just a ton of teenagers just like
It was like us.
Shit. Yeah,
except
it was fun. It was very entertaining to watch. But they had a ton of Miatas.
Right.
So I don't remember exactly, but I think watching a ton of Hager Grudge was like, hey, I really like Miatas.
Right.
So I was debating between a Miata, a third-gen Eclipse. So glad
Mike and I were literally
that.
talking about Eclipses.
So
That's the V6.
Well,
like,
they came. I think they
the
came
one from Too
four-cylinder
Fast,
and
Too
V6.
Furious,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
My dad had one of those for 2 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Why 2 days?
My mom, so he bought it. My mom had a dream that night that the car rolled over, and my brother and I, because we were really young, died. And so she made him sell it in the morning.
Wow.
So he had it for 2 days.
Okay. Well, it's probably good. You probably good use on it.
Yeah, well, I'm actually kind of happy because like that would have been my first car because my dad's car was then my first car, our truck.
Right.
And so my first car would have been an Eclipse. Convertible. I don't know if I mentioned that, but the
I don't think it
Eclipse
makes it any better.
Spider. No, that makes it way
Yeah.
worse, dude. It's like
I think it
no
definitely makes
go.
it worse.
Like they tried hard to make that cool and Too Fast, Too Furious, but yeah,
They're not actually like terrible cars, but
I'm sure
not as good as the Miata.
boosted, and I'm sure the V6s probably get going
they're torquey.
decently.
Yeah,
but
my friend has one of them, and they're
my friend Hubert
fun to
had
drive.
one. He had the V6, but the strut towers rusted out, kind of like my RX-7, and now he has an inline 4 turbo.
Okay.
So he likes the turbo.
The second gen Eclipse was awesome. Or is it a third
That's
gen?
the thing. The DSMs, like with the little bump in the hood.
Yeah.
We were talking about this yesterday. I don't like them. Oh, I get it. Okay, all-wheel drive 4-cylinder turbo. I get that. That's cool, but
What do you not like about them? You don't
they
like the
look
look?
weird, dude.
I think they look cool, but it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, man, right where I'm sitting, there's a big glare. Do you see that from the hood of my car? Ooh,
Yeah,
that's rough.
the hood of your Miata. So how'd you get the Miata?
Okay, well, yeah, so...
I think we have ADD.
Yeah, we get off topic pretty easily. But yeah, I was in high school. I wanted a car. I watched a lot of Hair Garage. They liked Miatas. Miatas are cool.
Right.
I was like, ooh, it's cool. It's light. It's like the lightest car ever. And I mean, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light. I don't know about ever, but
2,100
yeah.
pounds.
That is
pretty
true.
dang
It's
good.
200 pounds lighter than my
Fun
car.
fact, my Miata, where it sits, has very near the same power to weight ratio as a brand new Mustang. Brand new Mustang makes 460 horsepower and weighs 3,800 pounds. My car makes 260 horsepower, weighs 2,100 pounds.
Did you put it on a dyno, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so it makes 220 wheel, but that's about 260 crank.
Okay.
And obviously the Mustang's measured at crank. So.
Right.
But yeah, no, I wanted like a light, fun go-kart car. I don't know. I like the way they look.
So how did video making kind of get into this? Because obviously, if you guys don't know, Caleb makes YouTube videos.
Yeah, if you don't know, I make YouTube videos.
He's a real small startup channel. I'm just trying to give him a shout out here. No, what you're at 280,000 subscribers?
I don't know. Actually, I haven't been looking very much.
I think
Let's check.
last I checked, you're at like 280.
I've been at 280 for a while. Kind of sad.
I've kind of plateaued too.
It happens.
It's been like
That's
it's like
I'd
a weird
say-
season.
Yeah.
People are going outside now that it's warm out, I think, and they're just not paying attention anymore. Stay
Right.
inside, guys.
Let's see.
Binge watch YouTube.
Hey, actually, no, my numbers are up. My numbers are going up. People like the Rally Miata much more than the Battlevan.
Which I want to talk about later.
RP Battlevan.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
291. So
291.
broke
Wow,
the
you're
280s.
Wow, you're getting
Almost 300,000.
You're closing in on 300.
I feel like 300,000 is like kind of a milestone. Like
no, that's definitely
200,000, like that's kind of small. 300,000.
I feel like it's like 135 million.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
big
Yes.
milestones wise.
And then maybe 5, 10.
Because I think I started watching Rob Dom when he was around 300,000.
Yeah,
And so I think he's at 600 now.
I think he's at like 4.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter.
Then he's
It doesn't
there.
matter.
Doesn't matter. Anyway.
People can figure this out on themselves.
So how did you start making videos that weren't car videos?
Yeah, so I started, I don't remember what year. I think it was like 2011 is when I started
Okay.
making videos.
Okay.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was
You know, I
2011.
put my
'cause-
first video on YouTube in 2008.
Wow, that's a while ago.
It was a slideshow that
So
I
that's
made.
like school.
No, it was a slideshow of all the different warthogs in Halo.
Do you agree that my Rally Miata kind of looks like a warthog?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's so cool.
I
like when
agree.
I saw that, I was like,
You know, I've never
yes.
drawn that parallel, but now that you say that, I would 100% agree.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I really like it.
That is kind of sick.
But yeah, so I made my first video in 2011. It was a Skyrim video. It was a mod tutorial, how to find all the hidden bows in Skyrim for this one special mod.
Okay.
I was just doing it for fun. I did gaming videos for like 2 or 3 years. I think I started uploading like consistently in 2013.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, just doing gaming videos. At first, I was doing all sorts of games, like whatever I wanted to play, and then I realized like you kind of have to have a focus for your channel to like draw in like a specific target
like
audience.
a focused audience,
right? Yeah, because if you just do everything, then everyone, yeah, it's just too many mixtures. So I started doing just car gaming, and I did just car gaming for like another year or so. Right. And that was fun. That's kind of when my channel started.
Actually, it was pretty popular for you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, that's. I think. I'm trying to think. I think I started making car-related videos, like only car gaming videos at like 10,000, and all the way up to like 150,000 or like almost 200,000.
That makes sense. Why everyone? I always read your comments, and everyone's always like, "Go back to making like you should make."
Yeah, there's at least one like, "Hey, make the gaming videos again." Yeah. So that's
I didn't
how
know
I built
that
my
you
channel.
did that for so long.
Yeah, I did it for like 4 years, 2 or 3 years, something like that. Yeah. A couple years.
So then, what was that transition to then real life videos? Because before that, it was always just recording your screen.
I got bored of playing video games all day, every day.
Yeah.
Despite it seeming cool, like, hey, you get to play video games for every day. Like, it gets boring, especially when it's just Forza. So, at that time, I was doing a Miata Monday. This is like after I bought my Miata, I was doing a Miata Monday. Okay. So, once a week, I did something to my car, like, bought a wheels, bought coilovers, and then I got the Subaru. So, I was making, like, 2 real life...
This was... You were using YouTube money, right? Or were you still
No, I was still working at Culver's.
It's so funny to me that you worked at Culver's. I don't know why. You're like serving up ice cream and burgers.
Custard.
Sorry,
we got
custard.
We got yelled at that
really?
Yeah, that's very.
They cracked down on that. They're like Chick-fil-A.
Yes. So yeah, I was making like 2 real life videos a week, mixing it with gaming videos, and then
I just kind of tapered off the gaming videos. So, if you had to choose, what was like the definitive moment, like that your car stuff started getting big? Was it turboing the Miata? Was it the rally Miata build? I assume it really wasn't the RX-7 or van build, but the bus build though. The bus build did shoot up, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But
I think the first big hit was definitely the rally Miata.
Yeah,
that
because you got a Jalopnik article and some other stuff written.
I got a Jalopnik article. I got Drive Tribe is what it's called.
Oh yeah,
which is like Jeremy Clarkson's
their
new app or whatever.
Yeah, the Grand Tour
like some
kind of
car throttle things.
Wow.
And my one off-roading video of the Rally Miata got like 500,000 views.
That's awesome.
So that's what blew up my real life stuff.
Right.
It kind of got me an audience with the real life stuff.
Right. So where'd you get the idea for the Rally Miata?
So that started one day. I went on a cruise with my friends down to Starved Rock.
Okay.
Which I want to do this year. It's very fun. There's some decent roads there.
We should definitely set something up for
don't drift on a gravel road, though, because that's what my friend did. He decided to try to do a skid on a gravel road, and he went into a ditch.
Oh.
And we spent like 2 hours trying to get his car out. And it was
what car do you have?
He had a Miata as well.
Okay, yeah.
So it was impossible to get his car out. We actually ended up physically lifting the car out of the ditch. Miatas are light.
So we had like
6 guys. We just boop,
yeah.
Boop, boop, and I got it out. But after that, I was like, what if I made a Miata that could get itself out of a ditch? Ding! And at first it was kind of like a joke. But eventually I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to do this because it's like, when I got a lifted Miata, they weren't popular. Like 1 or 2 people had them on Instagram.
Right.
But it wasn't like a mainstream thing.
It's a lot more mainstream now than
Which
it was.
Which kind of saddens me, but it's also kind of cool. Like, yeah.
Right, yeah.
A lot of people have lifted Miatas, but like, a lot of people have lifted Miatas.
But you bought a kit for it, so it had been done before, right?
Yeah. Okay. There was the lift kit. Well, that's why, like, I had seen the lift kit, and I was like, no one's going to lift a Miata. And then after the ditch incident, I was like,
Little known fact, 2 years later, he'd be lifting a minivan.
Yeah. 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 No.
So you obviously lifted it, took it off-roading.
Lifted it, yeah. With
Why?
Cheap lift kit and
because
took it
it's
off-roading.
supercharged, it's not turbo. Why the supercharger? Just to be different? Just to try something else?
Yeah, and like the way I thought about it was like supercharger, you get instant boost. So if you're like off-roading, trying to climb over the rocks, you can't really spool up a turbo.
Right.
But a supercharger clicks in and boom, you got the extra boost. But then I never took it off-roading after I supercharged it.
I was going to say, you haven't really taken it off. Well, we did the rally event. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun. Kind of pointless because there's no traction. It was just a mud fest. But it was still fun.
But you never got stuck.
I didn't get stuck.
I momentarily got stuck, but I got myself out. I want that to be clear. I will fight that till the day I die. I got it stuck, but I rocked it.
Yeah.
And I got it out.
No, I mean, it's like, it's decent at off-roading, but like, the more I used it off-roading, the more I was like, okay, it's really not great at off-roading. Like, it can do it, but it's not great.
I think...
So I'd rather build it into like a rallycross thing, which I'd actually be really good at, like speed off-roading versus like mudding and going through trails. And then I can buy something else to do trail rig, which I will eventually do. But
so
that's why I stopped off-roading it, like off-roading it.
Yeah. Which I think you got a lot of cool videos out of that. Yeah, but I don't think that would have worked forever and ever if you just kept doing it, you know?
Right. Well, actually, that's kind of why I stopped doing it. Is like I had done like 4 or 5 off-roading videos, and by the end, people were getting bored of it because it was fun.
Drove through the mud
I definitely got stuck.
You got stuck again.
Yeah.
You got
to get towed out again.
Like that's it. Like that's really all you can do for that. So
yeah.
So then your next Mazda was how we met, the RX-7.
Yep.
So I basically know the story. You just wanted something unique, right?
Yeah. So when I went to go get the RX-7, or my idea for the RX-7 is I wanted a drift car because drift cars were starting to get popular. Now everyone has a drift car, but I was like, yeah, let's get a drift car. Let's drift it. But I want it to be like a unique drift car. I want it to be like a lower power thing so I can learn how to be an actual good drifter.
Right.
Instead of like throw a 2JZ in like a 350 and like say you're good.
Wow, that was really specific.
Really specific.
Were you thinking of someone?
I don't know. Yeah, no.
Maybe one day he'll be on the podcast. I would actually love to do a podcast with him.
Yeah.
Just to like kind of pick his brain.
Yeah, well, I don't mean like, I feel like what I said was a little mean. TJ Hunt's fine.
Was that who we were talking about?
I don't know. Anyway. What was I saying? I wanted an RX-7, or I wanted something unique, so I was like, ooh, RX-7, rotaries, Dorito-powered. Only person who had really done mainstream rotary videos was Rob Dahm.
Right.
So I was like, okay, that's kind of a unique thing. Get more viewers, I can teach people how to like do rotary stuff. So that's why I got the RX-7. And then I took it drifting a couple times stock, and then I started modifying it, and never took it drifting again. That's my problem.
It happens.
Right.
I feel like you do something and then you build it to be really good at that thing.
And I don't do it.
Then you don't do it again.
I don't know why. But that's
to be
changing.
fair, though,
it's changing. We're using cars.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's on the GoPro.
Probably
the GoPro
not. Actually,
it has a pretty wide angle.
That is true.
He's got a little calendar behind him. You got a couple different drift events.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Which I didn't even realize you're taking Molly to that then?
Yeah, so the Molly's going to be the drift car.
Do you have burners?
Well, that's what the Koenigs are in there for. I'm getting tires and stuff.
You have Koenig burners?
Yeah, sponsored.
You're not like... I thought normally like people just run the stock like daisies or whatever.
I sold my stock daisies, but that
really?
also looks ugly. Yeah, about that style.
So what happens when you put it into a wall?
So I said this in the video. If you watched it, obviously you're not a true fan, but I'm only going to be drifting the blue car, like learning the basics, doing skid pads, no tandeming, no walls.
Right.
I don't want to blow it up.
The only reason I asked, I did see that video. In all fairness, I did watch that. But I was just thinking, Drift Chi-Town, which is up in...
There's a little wall, all right.
Yeah, there's that wall. And I saw a 5 Series BMW just...
Like a brand new one?
No. It was like a late 90s. I think that's like the E39, I want to say. Anyway, just...
Yeah, I've seen numerous people do that. And it's a little scary, but I feel like I'm not quite that dumb.
It's easy to stay away from. It's literally just cinder blocks.
Right.
The only reason I ask is just because I know that there is a wall there.
Yeah.
So
I'll be careful. Yeah. I'm not gonna trash it.
Yeah.
If I do, I'll cry, but I'll rebuild it anyway. And then after,
honestly, that would be great for content. If you did wreck it, you would get so many videos.
Yeah, but I feel like so many people would be angry.
But the heartache, the pure because when I blew my engine, my 12A, I was like, wow, this is, on the bright side, this could be a really cool series of 13B swapping.
But you just blew your engine.
But then I was like, oh well, that means I'm gonna be sad for the next year and a half until it starts again.
Yeah, that did take a while. But
yeah. What? Yeah, that's a whole thing.
Well, yeah, it's like people don't want to see it crashed or drifted because it's like a clean stock.
It is
body
one of the cleanest Miatas I've seen.
Right? Yeah, there's no rust, there's no dents, there's no nothing.
It's factory color, right?
Factory color, yeah. Right. 29-year-old paint, still glossing like a.
Do you have
shiny
clear
something.
coat? No,
it's a single stage.
So I recently learned that they didn't have clear coat.
Correct.
Did not know that. So. Next up is the adventure bus. Not a Mazda, but I think it's still fun to talk about.
Yeah.
You bought a school bus.
I did buy a school bus. So after I had done the rail Miata, I had already bought the RX-7 and stuff. I wanted a tow rig. I wanted something to take my car to the track to. Because I think that's partly why I never took my cars to the track, is because I was afraid of breaking them and being stuck
we'll roll
there.
With that. Sure.
Yeah, sure. That's my excuse.
That's what we'll say. That's what we'll be down on the record.
So yeah, I wanted a tow rig, and obviously, I feel like everybody kind of has a dream of converting a school bus and taking it on.
Oh, for sure. I talk to my girlfriend about that all the time.
Everyone wants to do that.
She doesn't trust me that I would build it right. I'm like, I would build one like Caleb because she wants a camper really bad.
Right.
And I'm like, for an eighth of the price, you can build one.
Dude,
and she's like, you should just buy one. I'm like, they're like $100,000.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You did yours at under 10.
Under, 7 probably. Oh no, under 8. Under 8. Right. Yeah, it's such a good deal.
She's
awesome.
like, you should still buy one.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're done.
Yeah. Okay.
But
fair enough.
So. You got that thing outfitted pretty quick. I mean, you didn't drive it as a school bus for too long. Obviously.
No, I took the seats out right away and stuff. So, yeah, I bought the school bus to be unique. Actually, the inspiration for the school bus, for one, it's everyone's dream, like I said. Everyone wants to convert a school bus. Secondly is at the drift event in Shawano, when I met Adam LZ, there was a person there with a school bus tow rig.
I think I saw
and it was
that
kind of a piece of crap.
Bout. Not sure. They might have been there.
Yeah, they might have. I don't know. It was kind of a piece of crap, but I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. We could turn it into a camper and then also make it a cool, awesome. It's great.
Yeah.
So that's why I got it, and it did pretty well. It's still doing pretty well. I mean, I'd say it's a lot of my viewers' favorite vehicle, just because it's kind of unique and cool.
It definitely is very unique,
right? And it brings in kind of a different crowd. My audience is cars.
It almost brought in a carpentry crowd.
Well, carpentry crowd and
just in there.
Like I said, everyone wants to do a road trip in a school bus, so everyone's yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Let's watch this.
Everyone sees those Instagram pictures of
fitted
school buses. Literally, they come up on my feed all the time, and it's a perfect date would be. But so you actually built.
I built the school bus. Yeah. And on our trip, everyone's like, "Oh, dude, I wanted to do this so bad. I can't believe you did this." I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool."
I was really shocked about how cheap it was.
Yeah, $5,500 for the school bus itself with 90,000 miles on it.
Which it's a diesel too.
It's a 6.0, which isn't great, but it's still a diesel engine. It's still good torque, good power.
Very least is only halfway through its life. At the very least.
Yeah, it needs some maintenance, but
every engine does.
Sure.
I'm not going to sit here and say,
Doritos. They don't need maintenance.
So yeah, I think that was probably one of your cooler projects. Do you have any more plans for the bus at the moment? I know you wanted to lift it.
Well, but I'm probably not going to lift it just because that's going to ruin the drivability of it.
Yeah, long trips. I was taking a long exposure picture of the highway for class one time, and there was this lifted Jeep, and I could hear it all the way up.
Well, that's the tires, not the lift kit.
Yeah, but you want to do you can't lift it and not do tires.
I already bought off-road tires.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen them. Are they here?
No, I bought them like a while ago. They still haven't. Supposedly they shipped, but
maybe they're just.
Let's not get into that.
Maybe they're just walking them here.
Yeah, maybe.
Just
rolling
that
on
Prime service.
Yeah, there's a lot of tires.
The
too
two
expensive.
like this, and then one starts going the other way. So you gotta like.
Yeah, all the way from Tejas.
What?
Tejas, Texas.
Oh, I was like, where is Tejas? I thought it was like Indonesia.
No, no.
Wow.
But they're only all trains. They're not mud trains, so they're not.
Okay, so that's not horrible. I would assume that's less knobby than the current Miata tires.
Oh yes, those are mud trains. Those are very knobby.
Okay.
Those are like the knobbiest knobs you can get.
Knobs, man. So what gave you the idea for then the second battle van on YouTube?
Well, do you want me to continue to talk about what we're going to do to the bus first?
Oh yes, because
that's what you asked me.
Yeah. I'm very ADHD today.
No, it's all right. Well, this is like, well, anyway. I was going to talk about how I'm terrible at podcasts, but I'll just skip that. So yeah, the bus. Well, so I want to make. I want to just do some nice things for like track day stuff. So I want to put an awning on it.
Right.
So like. Obviously, track day, you're going to be in a parking lot. You want some shade. A brand new awning is like $1,200. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. But in fairness, the whole thing's $8,000. And if you want to buy a new motor home, it's like $150,000.
Right.
So that's not horrible. 12,
no.
But still, for an awning.
For a piece of tarp, essentially, that rolls up. I'm not going to put a tarp on the bus if that's what you're thinking. Well, I think what I'm.
I was like, well, if you got like a winch motor,
right?
And if you had like tracks that came out, and if they could fold down, right, like this, and then
I want you to just like zoom in on
like this, and then like the tarp would go out on like these two tracks, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No. What do I want?
Just walk away from the podcast.
I'm getting
the first guest to walk away.
Actually, I rolled away, technically.
Technically, you're still here.
I'm gonna go with the Crush.
Woo! Crush Boys, am I right? Not sponsored. But Crush, if you'd like to sponsor the podcast,
that'd be awesome.
I'd be more than happy to do a little read.
It's good. It's real good.
Get the good.
Oh.
Sorry. Actually, really people do listen to the only audio portion of this.
Yeah. Oh, do you upload like a SoundCloud something?
It's called Anchor FM. So what it is you upload it, and then they go around and they but like they publish it on other publications.
Oh, okay.
So like if it's accepted, which Spotify is like really hard to get into.
I assume.
But like they can put it on like Spotify. So basically you upload it one spot and then they upload it in all these other spots.
Do you have to pay for that?
No.
Okay.
I think I don't have to pay for it for under like 50 hours worth of audio.
Okay.
So like I'll get like probably 100 episodes because they've been averaging about 30 minutes, which we're at 28 right now. No. So thank you guys so much for no. So the bus awning that you don't want to do a tarp for this idea,
right? Well, I think I'm probably just gonna like go to like a junkyard and get an awning off an old RV that's like totaled or something. I don't know if that's like a thing.
Is there an RV junkyard?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure there's a Miata junkyard, so I feel like there should be. That would be weird to go to an RV junkyard.
I'm not sure if there's like an RV specific junkyard, but I'm sure there are RVs in junkyards somewhere that I can
Do you think people part out their RVs?
Oh yeah, like
really?
Well, I think mostly they sell it to like a junkyard and people buy like the appliances to put in like school buses and stuff.
I never thought about that. That'd be interesting to look up.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of people suggested that I bought like an old RV and just took all the stuff from the RV and put it in the bus, but I was like, nah, I want to build my own kind of stuff.
Yeah, and also I feel like every RV that you're going to find is going to be like that white color that everything from the 1990s was.
All the RVs are like
every
that
RV.
It's crazy.
It's weird. RVs, like, I feel like are very similar to boats.
And boats, yeah. That's
right?
true.
They're like everything's white and plastic and, yeah.
Actually, I will say that it looks better white, though, because on our trip we saw like a red RV. Like sporty, like sparkle red. I was like,
racing.
No, it didn't look good. So yeah, an awning. I want to do like a toolbox like underneath the frame, so like there's like access to tools like on the chassis of the bus.
On the like driver passenger side, like on the sides.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
kind of like how, you know,
like a tour bus.
Right, yes. I was about to say, coach buses have like
For
those.
church, we used to take tour buses and stuff when we'd stow all of our stuff.
Right,
We
exactly
always
like
tried to
that.
Put a freshman down there. Never worked.
Eventually, I wanted to rebuild the interior completely.
Change it completely from what it is?
Yeah, well, so I like the interior, but the windows rattle, and it's so annoying on the highway. It's terrible on the highway.
I don't remember that. Because we took it on the highway up to Milwaukee to pick up our next topic.
I guess like a 2-hour trip is a little bit different than a 48-hour trip.
That is true.
48
That's
hours
tough.
of driving with it is just, it was bad.
Yeah.
So I want to strip it out. I want to actually take off like the school bus walls and like actually build like drywall walls and like put like RV windows in and
drywall.
I don't know if it would be drywall, but like
the only thing I just thought of is like if the body flexes at all, like if you hit a bump, you're gonna be like tearing up drywall because it does not flex.
I don't know if I do drywall, but I just want to rebuild like the walls and actually do all the wiring a little bit more legit. Put new windows in that don't rattle, and yeah, that kind of stuff. And I want to put like exterior lights for like track days. So I have like some like flood LED lights so we can work on
under
the cars.
Your awning.
Right, exactly.
Sick. A little bonfire pit that you can put out there. And
extending bonfire pit. Actually, like a grill. That'd be pretty cool on the outside.
That would be cool. They, I don't know if did you ever watch Old Top Gear? Where they came to America?
Yeah.
And he had that trailer hitched grill.
I don't remember it specifically, but
well,
I trust
in
you.
one of the episodes, he has a. They're making fun of America, and so they stop and they get each other gifts as they do. And I forget who gave Hammond a grill that hooks into your trailer hitch, and like you like swivel it.
That's good.
That would be honestly, you could probably mount a trailer hitch sideways on your.
Or
bus,
I could just mount it to the chassis of the bus, but
that's also true. That's also true. You know,
a little less sketch, maybe.
That's okay. So. Final vehicle. I know it's not Mazda, but we talked Mazdas, and we'll talk a little bit more Mazdas later. It's fine. The battle van. Did you pay for the rights for the word of the battle van from Mike and Matt?
No.
No? Because that's like, I don't know. Who has the true battle van? Is it?
Well, I don't call it the battle van anymore.
Right. You
because
did name.
I get demonetized when I say battle van.
That is weird.
It was dumb.
Speaking of which, the last podcast I did with a guy named Eric, but he's because Miata, he did his own music. He like made his own music with like GarageBand and stuff, some loops.
Right.
That got demonetized and copyrighted with the royalty free loops from Apple.
Did he fight it?
Copyrighted. He fought it and he wins every time.
But still, he has
to go through that almost every time. 4 or 5 of his videos have been flagged.
That sucks.
And it's like music that. He didn't like just throw a loop in there.
Right,
He actually made the music and faded in different loops and so that's crazy. But you've been demonetized for calling it the battle.
Well, yeah, like I started making videos on this battle van, which is a now lifted Toyota Previa.
Yeah.
And like for like a week, 2 weeks straight, every single video got demonetized for like a couple hours and then got remonetized.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
Because
like the first 2 hours is when you get the most views. Not the most, but you get a large
usually notification squad, as people call themselves, they're usually the fastest to click on it.
Yeah.
And so you're losing. And if you guys don't know, you get paid based off views.
Essentially, yeah.
Do you get paid off of... Because I know you have a different payment setup as I do. I know I need to upgrade mine. But
upgrade it.
You don't get paid off of subscribers or anything, right?
No.
It's all views because it's all about the advertisements.
Right.
So a view is basically an advertisement getting viewed that amount of time. So because I recently crossed over 10K, they're like, "Oh, do you get like a thank you?
You don't get a bonus or anything now."
Yeah, they're like, "Do you get
that
a bonus?"
Would be awesome.
I was like, actually, like the month afterwards, like just because I didn't really put out a Rotary Life that quick, because usually that's where I get most of my views.
Okay.
I actually like made a little bit less money than the month before, so it's like, yeah, it's totally weird. But so what do you call it now? What's the proper name?
Off-road van, Mud Panda. Kind of looks like
Mud
a panda.
Panda? That's a good one.
Pretty good one, right?
That is a pretty good one.
Yeah, I thought.
So when are you racing Mike and Matt's battle van?
Probably never.
Why not? That would be an awesome
I want
video.
to get rid of it, but it would be an awesome video. Actually, that's a good point.
Because
and it would lose.
I don't know if you watched their most recent Rotary Life.
Their most recent? You mean yours?
My
okay.
most recent.
Yes, I think
I have the corner market of Rotary Life. No one take that. So we off-roaded Steen's boat Miata.
Oh, yeah,
Did
yeah,
you
I
watch
saw that. Yeah.
Dude, that, like, I hadn't been on the rally course in forever.
Right.
It's so fun. You gotta take the
fun.
Previa out there.
It would snap in half.
So?
Fair point.
Dude,
I kind of want to sell it and get my money back, though. You know?
But, like, also break it.
Yeah.
Like, that would be fun.
It would be fun.
I don't know if you'd get your money back on it.
I've got offers like up to like $1,500.
Really?
Yeah. I just want to fix it before I sell it, so I get more than that.
That's true. So what's wrong with it? Just
brakes.
Okay.
Yeah. I should need to buy calipers and.
Which I would love to review it, but I would like
and
it to have brakes.
Yeah, it will have
Which
brakes.
actually, I'm getting all formal now. I actually drafted up a document.
Oh,
which
like an application to get reviewed?
Not an application.
Okay.
So my dad proofreads legal documents. That's what he does for a living, basically. And so I drafted up a legal document that's like an agreement form. So basically it says that, like, I agree, like, I allow Zach to make money off of my video.
Or something, kind of
right. But part of it now is I hereby certify that all of the preventative maintenance has been done, which includes brakes, torquing of the lug nuts, oil, coolant, and it does this whole legal list thing. But yours would not be applicable.
No, it
wouldn't. It doesn't have brakes. So that would kind of be an issue.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't drive without brakes.
We can just kind of overlook
Well, I still don't want you to die, so.
Yeah. But, like, I also have a thing in there that says I do not, or the car does not contain any illegal substances or drug paraphernalia. Because I did review a car that had drugs in it.
Really? And that would have been bad if you would have gotten, like, pulled over or something.
I'm not going to say which review it was. I'll tell you afterwards. But, yeah, it actually, because I did the review, right? I was driving it, whatever, and then
you got pulled over, and then you went to jail, and you're like,
thrown on the hood. I did 4 months. That's why I was gone. No. Afterwards, I did, the video footage of all the, like, when I talked about the
opened the trunk, and there was like
I opened up the center console, and there was a dime bag in there, and I was like, I just closed it. I didn't film it or anything, and then I just took it back to the owner, didn't say a word.
Oh, really?
And, yeah. I didn't mention it at all, and I was just like, I mean, obviously it didn't affect the review, and, like, obviously I didn't use the substance or anything, but, like, after that, I was like,
that could have been bad.
Yeah. If, heaven forbid, I've never been pulled over during a review.
I feel like being pulled over driving someone else's car in general could be bad.
Right, that's another thing, is then I could say, oh, it's a friend's car that I'm reviewing, and the cop will be like, and I'll be like, sir, I have the paperwork here. They signed it. Like, I'll have all the contact info, and, like, my dad actually does legal documents, so it'll be, like, pretty legit.
Actually,
honestly, if they had, like, $1 million lawyers, they could probably pick it apart. Because it's like, they'd probably be like, well, you printed it on an Epson printer in your room. And I'll be like, that's true, Your Honor.
It's not on, like, the thicker, paper kind of thing.
Yeah. So, I guess once you get your brakes fixed, I'll... I do want to do the bus, too, though. Because that would be fun.
That'd be fun.
And then, so any future... I mean, are you in the market to get another project car, or are you just kind of
not this second. This second, I just want to actually use my cars.
Wow, that's a first.
Yeah, it's a first. I don't know. I feel like part of me, like, every time I go to a track event, like, I'm a little nervous because I don't want to break something, and like, I don't really know anybody there. I don't really know what I'm doing. But, like, it's so fun, and, like, it's so fun to watch, and something different, and, like, I get to test my cars, break them, fix them, make them better. Right, exactly.
And I think a huge part of that now is that you have the bus.
And I can do it.
You okay?
I'm just cracking my back. Can I crack my back?
I mean, you can. It's just, it sounded kind of like, I was looking down, and I just heard, oh. And I was like, oh, what's going on over there? But now that you have the bus, you could take it to a drift event, and, heaven forbid, you wreck a
blow
car,
it up or something.
The diff falls out the back, which hopefully you get that new diff today. That'd be lit.
Oh, yeah, actually, I should make sure he hasn't mentioned me yet.
Okay, cool. You can just throw it on the trailer, bring it back home, fix it here, rather than try to fix it to drive home. Right. Because I've had friends, my friend Alex, He drifts a G35, which hopefully I want to get him onto the podcast because he used to drift an NA FC Vert.
Oh, I think so, it was like the purple one?
Yeah, like 3,300 pounds, NA, 140 some horsepower, and he drifted it.
Sounds
he
terrible.
Was good at it too. But now he drifts a G35, and he porked it into a wall.
Oh.
And like on the side of the not on the track, but like in the pit, he like straightened out the control arm and stuff and drove it home. Like that was like the whole front end was just caked, and he actually ended up driving it home. So that was huge. So, but it's nice that you don't have to do it. You can fix it here.
Yeah, I've got a reliable source to get to and from everything.
So last question. I usually ask 2 questions during these podcasts. What got you into Mazdas, which we talked about. But my second question is always, what's your dream Mazda build?
Okay.
So, you know, you get unlimited amount of money, build any Mazda. I know that we were kind of talking about a B2000, but would that be your build, or would you go 3?
No, I'd probably do something Miata because I'm a Miata guy. I've got 2 Miatas, 3 kind of the one in back, or it's not in back right now, but I got lots of Miatas.
Right.
I like Miatas. So what would I do if I had unlimited money? Well, I'd love the WRX swap one.
Interesting.
But that's going to happen. But I don't think that would be like a dream build. I guess it could be. I think let's say the dream build is the blue car, right?
Right.
We're gonna.
I mean, it's your dream. You can say whatever.
Okay. All right. So it's the blue car.
It's all you.
We're gonna F swap it.
F swap,
which is a S2000 motor.
Right. I'm supposed to review one soon.
Right.
Very hyped over that because apparently those engines are really good. They're like stock redline's like $9,000.
If it's the AP1, yeah. 9200 revs higher than the rotaries.
Reliably revs higher than a 13B, but like it's fine.
Right. So do that and make it like a track monster. Do like a cool body kit. Make it like 500 horsepower. I don't know. Nothing like super crazy. Like I don't know. I've got so many different like things I'd like to do. Like I'd love to like rotary swap with Miata.
I was gonna ask. That was gonna be my next question.
Right.
Would you rotard swap a Miata?
Not that one, but I would do one.
Obviously
at some point. But at the same time, like I don't want to buy another Miata because like
you don't want to be known as the Miata guy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just the
vibe partly, and I just want to switch things up.
Right.
I know everything there is to know about Miatas, and it's nice being able to like.
Which is funny.
That's broken. I know how to do that kind of thing.
Someone tweeted a comment that they found of yours on, I think.
Oh yeah,
that Dude in Blues video.
Yeah, like 3 years ago, I commented on like that Dude in Blues video, like, "Hey guys, should I buy a Miata or an Eclipse?" And everyone's like, "Buy a Miata."
No, the comment was, "What's the difference between NA and?"
Oh
NB?
yeah, I remember that. I was like,
like, "Yo, like that's
throwback."
Old."
Yeah,
because now crazy. Like you're that Miata dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, that's a glow
okay.
Up for
so
sure.
Here's the thing I want to do. That it's a spoiler alert. You know, Ricer Miata.
You saw it here first on Shooting Cars.
You know Ricer Miata?
Yeah.
He's got a ton of Miata stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of want to like call him out and do like a battle. When I do like my F swap on that Miata, and he's doing an SR20 swap on one of his Miatas. He's got like 10. But,
yeah.
And then like be like, yo, like my Miata's better. Like let's bring it to the racetrack and race, dude. Like do like a kind of like a call out. Wouldn't it be fun?
A call out, yes. I don't know if you could pull off the hey.
Yeah. I'm not very mean.
Yeah, that's the thing is that you're not a mean-spirited person,
right.
So you can't be like,
I can't like roast
hey,
him.
yo, you suck.
You're like I'm a better Miata owner.
You'll be like, I built my Miata pretty well. You don't.
Okay, my voice is not that high.
Hey,
but
it used to be. Mine was higher. Don't worry about it.
Everyone's used to be.
Yeah,
that's
that would be really interesting. I definitely think you should do that. Just, where is he at?
He's in Connecticut.
Connecticut?
Connecticut.
So I remembered how to spell it back in grade school. Connecticut.
Okay, sure.
See, now you're learning things on the podcast. But yeah, you guys, that'd be totally cool.
Yeah,
how many subs is he?
He's got like 290. I've got like 290 now too. We're exact same subs. We both have lots of Miatas, but mine are all better. So like, I got to prove it.
I wonder. I wonder if you could get 2 Miatas on the trailer.
No, I looked at it. It was like maybe if I took like the bumper off the front and rear bumper off both of them, and was willing to have it like hanging off the back a little bit, maybe. But
speaking of which, I was going to Mike's shop yesterday, and I drove over those train tracks that we got the Miata Airborne on. Do you remember that? When we were taking it up to Byron for the rallycross event,
oh,
and we went
yes.
over those train tracks.
You
didn't see those train tracks, and it fucking jumped on the... Yeah.
To explain what he's talking about, one day we took the bus and the Rally Miata up to Byron to do a rallycross event. We were driving down a back road at like 60 miles per hour. I didn't see train tracks. We drove over the train tracks, and the Miata on the trailer like yeeted like over like 3 inches.
Because we pulled over at the gas station,
and it was
obviously
like
to get gas.
half an inch to the edge.
It was like sketch. On the edge, and I was like, Caleb, was it like this? And you're like, no. And I was like, the train tracks.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you going to say?
I just remember I drove over those train tracks, and I was like, oh, that's where we yeeted the Miata.
Yep.
Are they doing more of those rallycross events? Because that was fun.
No, so actually, I saw a video of that track in the dry. So sick. There's like jumps, or it was a different like layout.
Right.
But there was like a jump and like hairpin. Oh, it looks so good. It's going to be so fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. Do you know and actually...
Check the calendar.
Let's see. Let's go June 3rd. So, well, that's a pretty mountain. Wait, June 3rd. Oh, wait. I thought June was before July. Oh, it is. It's just... Wow, that's embarrassing.
Gingium 2018.
Right.
I thought June was before
3rd.
July.
That makes more sense, because I'm like, June 3rd is not Tuesday. It's because it was on July. So June 3rd, there's a rallycross event in Shawano. That track. And that track has, like, jumps and stuff, too. US Air. There's a rally track there.
I think that's where we parked then.
I don't think so, but maybe.
Did you park on the grass?
Yes.
Okay, because there was like random mounds, like just in the parking lot. I don't know if maybe that was.
I don't know, but I know that track is like half on the cement track and half on the dirt track. So it's like a real rallycross event, like going different. Oh, it's gonna be so fun.
I think you could see that on Google Earth. I'm going to check that right now.
We're going to Google Earth this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heck yeah, bud. Why not?
I want to see it too.
What's it called? US Air?
Yes.
US Air track? What? US Air Motorsports?
Yeah. No! Sorry.
Bet my iPhone's faster.
Well, I'm there, so...
Oh, well, so am I.
Well, I got 4.8 stars out of 10. That's pretty good.
Oh wow.
I just don't know how to... Oh.
How do I go to Earth?
Satellite.
Did you beat me?
I did.
I'm kind of pissed.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Look. It's like back there. See?
Yeah, that's where we were parking.
Okay.
So that's sick that it's half off-road.
Yeah, and half off-road.
Because that's like obviously a real...
Right. More realistic, yes.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking at the track layout.
Why are you looking at it like a 45-year-old? I'm just checking my phone. So, you got a lot of Mazdas. You've had a lot of Mazdas.
Right now I only have 2 out of 4, but yeah, I've had lots of Mazdas.
Wait, out of 4?
Van.
Miata. The van's not a Miata.
I said that's why I had 2 out of 4. I've got 2 Mazdas out of 4 vehicles.
Oh, I thought you meant you like only have 2 out of the 4 that you own.
No.
I was like, the van is a Toyota. That's weird that you have a Toyota. You got a mid-engine Toyota. Stick shift and rear wheel drive.
That's not an MR2.
Dude, you got
roasted. Well, that's why I think people don't like it, is because they're like all hyped up, like, oh, we got an MR2.
You got an MR2, which I would love. One day I want to build an MR2 for the channel.
That'd be fun.
Although MR2s scare me.
But snap oversteer?
No, like working on them.
Just because they're mid-engine?
Because like the hood is like.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
So it's like, gotta dive on in.
Gotta get yourself a lift.
Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll see if my mom's cool with that in the garage.
Fit in the garage.
So, how's your lift been? I haven't even seen you use it much, besides in videos. But I've only been to this office like 3 or 4
I haven't really done very many like suspension or like stuff where I have to use a lift for.
Right.
So
what about when is your gaming channel starting? Am I allowed to?
I mean, I've got a game.
That info.
Yeah, I already talked about it. It's already started. I haven't posted a video on
What's
it.
the name of it?
Game-EM. It's a work in progress. The name.
When did that meme start?
I don't know.
Oh god,
a while ago. But I didn't want it to be related to like Gingium. I didn't want it like to be Gingium Gaming, because then people see that and they're like, oh, it's like a second channel. Like it's not like its own. Like I wanted it to be its own channel so I can build its build the audience on its own kind of thing.
So you're gonna stick? Well, am I allowed to say what game you're playing now?
Yeah, I'm gonna start off by playing Skyrim on Legendary.
Wow.
I might just like pussy out and like put the difficulty way down after like the first video, because it's novice. Let's see. There's novice, apprentice, adept, master,
legendary.
No.
Is there another one?
There's 6 difficulties. Legendary's the hardest.
Okay.
And even on adept, it takes like a while.
I felt so bad because I have a secondary gaming channel. It has like 900 subscribers. Nothing.
You know, my gaming channel already has like 10,000 subscribers.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Catching up, Zach.
Jeez, your side channel you haven't even posted on has more subscribers than me.
It's not monetized though, so you got me there.
Oh, because you don't have any video views.
Yeah, well, so it used to be an archery channel, and it was monetized. It had like 3,000 subscribers, and it was monetized. I just wasn't using it. So I was like, I'll just turn that. And the moment I deleted the videos, it's like, you've been demonetized. I was like, what? I forgot that when you delete videos, the views go away. So
yeah. That's why I privatize everything that I don't like want on my channel.
That would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
But there was like 100 videos, and it was easier just to select all, delete, then go.
You can select all, privatize.
Yeah,
like that's what I did. Because I have a ton of different channels. I have one called ALZ Productions, which I started in 5th grade. No, it's just like it's all been like real life stuff, and like I've just recently like I'll vlog whenever I go on like vacation that's not car related, but like I want to remember it. But I had a bunch of like really crappy gaming videos on there, and I just went boop 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 unlisted. Like that was it. So
yeah.
Kind of would have been smart, but you know, oh well. So we should game together sometime.
Once I get Wi-Fi, totally.
Yeah,
do some generation battles together and stuff like that. Bring out the OG series.
I'll bring out my FB that I have in Forza 7 because I've recreated my car.
Yeah,
of course.
I recreated my car. Oh wait, it's not my car anymore.
Ripperoni. Actually, it would be fun to race our real cars around, because I'm sure you have Molly in the game, right? Have you not built Molly in the game?
So. Yeah, I don't think so.
What?
Sorry.
I'm surprised that you haven't. You built the RX-7
I haven't played
first.
Forza 7 very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played it a ton, and then like I just recently started like tapering off it. Because, like, I don't know, it just got really repetitive.
Right, exactly. And I played the last 2 Forzas all day, every day.
The sad thing was that they had, like, a specialty dealer where you could, like, get cars, like, only for that week. I'm like, that's sick. They had, like, the Super 20 NC Miata, which was a supercharged Miata.
Oh.
I'm like, that's sick. But then, like, it repeats every, like, 6 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You could buy it again. And I'm like, that's...
Supposedly Forza Horizon 4 may be set in Japan.
That's what I've heard, but I've also heard that it's set in, like, England. And I'm like, nah. Sorry, if you're...
I don't know why they don't do Japan, because everybody wants, like, a nice toge road.
Right. And also, everyone...
Japan.
Yeah, it's just like...
Yeah, it's like an obvious choice.
My friend who's studying abroad in Vietnam, he's spending this week in Japan. And, like, he's been sending me Snapchats of just, like, FDs and
I know.
Like, Supras driving by. And I'm like, that's just regular there.
I know.
And he was, like, walking through a parking garage, and it was, like, S15, S15, S15.
Yeah,
and I'm
crazy.
Like...
so cool.
So sick. Definitely one of my goals is to go to Japan in the next 10 years.
That's relatively achievable.
You want to go?
Yeah, sure. Let's drive the bus there.
Underwater. Yeah, that'll work. You should go to 7 stock this year. Wait, no, you don't have an RX-7 anymore. Never mind. That'd be dumb. I mean, unless you're a fan. You're back to just being a rotary fanboy. Oh my god!
I guess. Yeah.
You don't even have one, but you have a keychain.
No, you're right.
Oh, no.
I still have some parts though.
What do you have?
Seats, charcoal canister, cruise control, some brake lines.
Sick.
You want any of that?
Hit up the cruise control.
Yeah, I don't know if it would work on an FB, but I guess it's technically the same engine.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I bet you I could just probably do it with my Mega Escort. I could probably set up cruise control.
I have no idea.
I want.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know either. Because I know that like I can manually fire injectors, and that'll like rev it up.
Right.
But I don't know if I can like sustain throttle.
Yeah,
through that.
I probably. I'm sure there's some way to set it up.
I'll hit up my boy Adam, my tuning guru.
I'm not sure if you really need cruise control. You're not ever really going to go on that many
That is
long
true.
trips.
I do want to take it on trips eventually.
Yeah.
Plus, my girlfriend's going to school. It's 2.5 hours away next year.
Where's she going?
U of I.
Okay.
And so I kind of want to take it a couple times down there just to flex on all of U of I's campus.
Sure. I mean, there's a guy with a McLaren there. And
I forgot about that guy. He has the 3-rotor down at U of I.
I don't know if it's at U of I.
All right.
Yeah,
No, it is.
I know it's not registered, so you can't drive it around.
It was at U of I because Nacho sent a picture to me.
Okay.
But then it appeared at Elite Rotary.
And he's also at SEMA. His car got into SEMA.
Oh, did I tell you I'm going to SEMA?
No. Cool. Nice.
Just want a subtle flex in there. I'm going to SEMA and then 7 stock the next day.
Okay.
So
I didn't know those were at the same time. Convenient.
It's SEMA is the 1st and 2nd of November. 7 stock's the 3rd.
Okay.
Well, I think SEMA goes through the 4th, but I'm going 1st and 2nd, and then going to 7 stock. So yeah, the FB got into SEMA. Super hyped.
Wait.
No, dude.
Okay.
My brother got tickets.
Like, wait, what?
My brother got tickets through his work.
Okay. That's
So since he sells all that stuff, that they invited his company, and
cool.
No one wanted to go apparently. So my brother's like, "I'll take the tickets." It's like, sick. Okay.
You're not driving the FB down there, right? Okay.
That would be sick.
It'd be really cool.
Which actually we talked about doing that. Me, Adam, and Steen. Because then Adam would have his Turbo 2 FC.
That'd be really cool.
Steen would have his FD if he ever finishes that. I hope he finishes that. Just because that'll make him so happy. What?
Oh, well, continue. I'll ask after you're done.
No, I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah.
Well, so I saw on Steen's Snapchat he's got like a different Miata. Is that his, or is he borrowing it, or what?
So he borrowed that just for a track day.
Okay.
So he's just trying to get seat time, really.
Right.
I forget whose Miata that was, but it was a friend of the shop, and yeah, apparently, dude, that's the thing. Steen doesn't fear anything.
Yeah, so he
doesn't fear death. He doesn't fear crashing. So like every single corner, from what I've been told, of where people like usually let off a little bit, he is flat on the ground, like going through. And so far, it's worked out for him. That's why we love Steen so much.
Yeah, no, I would say that's like the one thing whenever I go to events. I'm always like driving, like I feel like I'm going fast, and then I watch the video and I'm like, I can very easily go like twice as fast as this.
I remember you got crap because someone was like, "Oh, he sped up the footage." Like of the
right. Well, I
rallycross
purposely
event.
did that.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, because he didn't want to make you sit through. It was a slow run.
Right.
I
kind of wanted to show them like the layout of the track.
Right.
I want a drone for it. Like every time I go to an event, I want to be able to like fly a drone and do like a line, like an outlining of the track.
Yes, so I've always wanted to do that too.
Yeah.
I want to get a drone, but I feel like
a lot of money.
Well, I feel like they're a lot of money, and they're so easily breakable for the money. It's not like if you spend a lot of money on a GoPro, they're pretty indestructible.
Right.
But like if you spend $1,500 on a drone and it drops into a lake or hits a tree, like you're just out $1,500. You're out of Previa.
Well, so this is what I'm going to do until I get a drone. If I ever do get a drone, I'm just going to drive the bus as close to a track as I can, go onto the roof, and shoot like...
That's not a bad idea.
It's like 12 feet high, so I mean,
if you really...
What'd you just break, bud?
I didn't break anything, bud. I don't think so. What you could do is like Google Earth it and then just like trace.
That's true. I did that once. It doesn't look as good.
Yeah, no, I get that because like that'd be cool. Like as it's moving, just like motion track.
Right.
Like if you put the names of the corners, and stuff,
which
like,
would be really difficult, but I'm sure I could do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be really sick. Wow, we're
very sick.
Almost at an hour.
That's pretty good.
We're at 59.
Do you edit these at all, or is it just all one clip?
Usually I don't. I realized earlier in this podcast I said the F word, and I don't think I've ever... Yeah, it just slipped out. I'm sorry. I never say it on camera. I'll leave it in, though. It's just me talking.
Yeah, otherwise you have to go through an hour of footage to find it.
Mom, if you're watching this, sorry.
Dude, I used to swear more in videos than I do now, but my grandparents watch every video, and whenever I see them in person, they're like, you shouldn't swear online.
I think that's the biggest thing, like, Mike and Matt always... not always comment on, but they have, is like in my videos I'm like, I try to be super clean, right? Because I always think of when I was a kid, I would watch videos at the family desktop, right?
Oh, so yeah,
and so like you got parents coming, yeah, and you got like, you don't want me screaming F-bombs, and then, you know, some kid is like, what?
Headphones.
What? Oh, yeah.
Do you not know what headphones are as a kid?
No, I didn't have money, so I didn't buy headphones. I had like an MP3 player when I was a kid, and it had like these big chunky like silver ones that like hurt for more than 5 minutes.
Sounds terrible.
So like I'd watch videos, and I watch videos in my room too without headphones. I don't really like headphones except for like at night, or at the gym. But so like I've always tried not to swear just in case of that.
That's nice.
But I just realized I let it slip.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
Sorry, I'm 20 years old. I mean, I swear. So, but yeah. So, you're relatively clean too. There's definitely channels that are worse than you.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to think of one off the bat. But speaking of which, this is totally off topic. Have you been watching the B is for Build?
Not really.
Really? So you actually got me onto B is for Build. I never watched him ever. And then you told me about him because you were a fan. Right. I think you have like shirts and stuff. I've seen you wear of his.
Yeah, I got some Tuner Crate shirts from that.
And so I watched his RX-7 build because we talked about that one day, and then he's been putting the V10 into a 240, or it's a 280Z, real old one. I just thought it was real. I was wondering.
Well, so that's essentially what I'm doing to the Miata. Like, we're building a chassis that will accept the WRX suspension. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to build the entire chassis. We're just building the front half.
Oh, but that's what I thought. I was like, because he like got like steel, like, square tubes, and he's like, really "This is where the car is going." I'm like, "All right,
it's cool."
There's a guy on Facebook I'm friends with who's putting a 13B, might be 13B turbo, into a Ford Model A. A 1930s Ford.
Interesting.
And so he's building a custom frame too. So I saw him. Cool. He posted that up on Facebook. So that'd be really sick.
It's more common than you think. Like whenever you
building custom frames. Yeah. There's a my friend sent it to me today. There's a Drift Spec RX-8 that's like a total custom chassis for sale right now for $50,000.
Wow.
No motor,
shit.
I think, either.
That must be like an FD spec something.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he sent it to me, and it said RX-8 FD, and I was like...
It's FD swapped RX-8.
Which, actually, I was talking to my friends last night. I think that would be the perfect rotary car.
What, FD swapped RX-8?
FD swapped RX-8, because the suspension geometry of RX-8 is really good. Okay. That's what I've been told. And then, like, you can feel it, because I've driven a couple.
Right.
You can feel it's, like, really well handling, but I don't have the best gauge for that, because obviously I don't track anything, or I don't really have that much experience with handling. Oh, like you track things every day. Okay.
I'm going to. No. But...
Yeah, my goal is to one day be like Mike's level, where Mike can like get in any car and like track.
Go like 100 miles per hour on a corner.
Yeah. There's some low hanging. That's one of the things that Mike has been saying recently. He's like, "There's some low hanging fruit here. We could definitely pull power." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then like he actually like pulls power out of a car and like makes it
pull power.
Well, like
remove
like
power.
Low hanging fruit for my car is like the exhaust. So we put the header on super easy, and it should open up like 20 horsepower.
Wow.
Yeah. At least, he said. So, because, are you familiar with the thermoreactor?
Yes.
You never had one, right?
Yes. Okay. No, I never had one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for offending you.
Would never dare put that in my car.
That trash! No, but yeah. So that was low-hanging.
It sounds better without it, too.
Does it?
I think it sounds better. Okay, I thought your car sounded too quiet. I'm going to
play it for the audience. I did think it was a little quiet.
Now it's like, Brap!
But this...
It's raspy. Kind of sounds like a little rice field, but it's cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is that like it definitely sounds more rotary, but at the same time it sounds more Honda-y and like ricey.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just I didn't realize that header made it so deep.
People who shit on rotaries for sounding ricey make me angry because it's like it's a rotary, all right? Like,
yeah, I mean
it's just how they sound.
At the end of the day, it's a 1.3 liter. It's smaller than any Honda.
And little Doritos spinning around. Yeah.
So mainly, which I've been trying to build my car more towards actual power and like legitimate mods, not like trying to be like a stance camber boy or anything.
Well, I mean, you can't adjust camber in the rear with it. Solid rear axle, so
solid rear axle. But like, yeah, it doesn't. I don't know how I feel. The other thing is that we discovered the suspension issue. Yeah. I haven't even put a mile on the car with the new header. So, like, really, I haven't really driven with it.
Right, and you kind of need to tune before.
I ripped it up and down, too. So, like, I got a sense of the sound. It's totally different now with the solid mounts and a header.
Yeah.
Because it sounds different, it feels different, but it's better.
Right.
But, yeah, with a tune and stuff, it'll probably be better. And then we'll do the trans, and then I think I'm going to wait on suspension for a little bit because I don't rub anymore. I know it's tired, but I really need a sound system. Do you know my current setup for the sound system?
Yeah, it's like a little Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah.
So track day, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna get like two $90 speakers.
Oh, well, that shouldn't delay suspension.
Yeah.
Well, headphones are more expensive, but yeah.
Because I do want to get. I'm thinking about like a touchscreen.
Okay.
Or like I want like a nice double din. I don't want one of those that like changes color every 2 seconds and then it's like it shows like two little equalizers like flashing.
Cool. It's like okay. Yeah. So I've been wanting to do a sound system in the blue car for a while too.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
Do you have the headrest speakers?
Well, I did, and I deleted those seats, but then I wired in normal speakers back there. So I've got two 6-inch speakers in the doors, and then two 8-inch speakers right behind me. So the speakers sound awesome. It just needs some bass.
I don't remember because I've ridden in it twice, maybe 3 times. Yeah. I don't remember just ever playing the sound systems.
Yeah, it's not great. Well, it's also just like the exhaust is so drony that if you're going anything over like 50 miles per hour, you have to really crank the stereo to hear it. Yeah.
So we should be twinsies. We should do our stereos at the same time.
Okay. Let's do a race.
In the garage. That would actually be kind of sick.
I did that with my friend when we were building these desks.
Yeah, I watched it. What's his name again?
Pasha.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a good kid. I've never met him, though.
Yeah, no, he's cool.
He should get a Mazda.
He's actually going to get a Miata.
Are you serious? Well, then I can have him on the podcast, because he makes videos and stuff. And I was thinking about him. Yeah. I was like, he seems like he'd be cool on the podcast. But I'm like, he has a 350Z. He doesn't have
he sold that.
I know he sold that. So I was like trying to figure out what he's going to get next. So
yeah. Well, he had like a lot of legal issues that he had to pay lawyers for, so he had to sell his 350, and then now he doesn't really have money for a new car, but he wants to get a Miata because they're like cheap, cool. And he wants to like turbo it and like build it and make like 350 wheel horsepower and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's gonna be better than mine.
We should do a build off sometime.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Buy like 2 cheapish cars of some sort.
This winter, I kind of want to get a project. What?
No, I was gonna say, I know you were hating on Hondas earlier in this episode, but if we each got like an older Civic, that'd be a really good cheap car to build as like a truck car.
I would be 1,000% down. I would like so do that. I've been thinking about that. Like, I kind of want to get like a Civic or something.
I want to get a CRX and make it like track only. Kind of thing.
I wanted to get it, pull it into my backyard, mask it off, and just let anyone come over and paint it.
Fair enough. I'd say I'd be down if all my projects go to plan and like I've got enough funds to do like a little build off. I think that'd be sick.
Let's do it. I think that's where we'll end it. We're an hour and 8 minutes. Hour and 9
minutes. Is that your
minutes.
Longest?
That's my longest by far.
That's
I think
good,
the previous for this was 45.
Okay.
So we're just hanging out.
Yeah.
It's nothing crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching / listening. If you want to download the podcast, it'll be down in the description.
Yeah, then you can have our voices forever.
Just our voice, and then you can just listen to this and Caleb's squeaky chair, which I'm sure will come
through. Is it actually that squeaky?
It was squeaking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's...
You're right, that's pretty sick.
Let's get some isolated audio. Ready?
Oh, that's pretty bad.
I'm sure that'll come up in the audio, but it'll be fine.
Yeah. Oops.
I filmed the last episode was out at a park and it was like windy.
And you also filmed it in Mike's shop.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So
that was cool though. Like that was a perfect place. To
That was really cool. But it's funny because before that, Mike was like talking to the other guys.
Oh, he's like, be quiet.
Yeah, he's like, hey, be quiet. They're filming. He immediately puts his headphones in. He's like,
well, yeah, he didn't like realize because he had headphones.
He was like, dude, I totally forgot. I'm like, it's fine. It didn't really ruin the podcast. It is what it is. But yeah, jeez, that's not helping. Oh yeah, you were like clicking your hands.
Yeah,
and stuff. You're a little fidgety.
I don't like. Yeah, sitting still.
My butt hurts from this stool.
Yeah, he's on a creeper.
It folds up into a stool. And, yeah. They can find you at Gingium on YouTube.
Yep.
Gingium on Twitter.
It's at _Gingium_ technically. But
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sure if you switch Gingium.
At the beginning, I put all your contact info.
Gingium on Instagram.
Gingium on Instagram.
On Facebook.
Gingium on Facebook. Snapchat? Do you Snapchat?
Ginger Caleb, yeah.
Ginger Caleb?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's funny, actually, after the recent update, the Snapchat update, I have like half the views on Snapchat.
Really?
Like nobody uses Snapchat anymore.
No, dude,
it's bad.
Honestly, even I switched over to Instagram. Which, speaking of which, follow Shooting Cars on Instagram because I'm gonna make a little story here. Let's see here. How do I do this? Ready?
That was a great picture.
No, it's a video.
Oh,
podcasting with
Podcastium.
Podcastium. Oh, that's just your face. Oh, this is great. I'm saving.
I want to see that.
It's on my story, bro.
Oh, okay. I don't actually think I follow you on. Yeah, I do.
I recently revamped the Shooting Cars Instagram.
No, it's a video.
We start
with Gingium. Podcastium. Oh, Podcastium. That's just...
I was like, ew.
I recently restarted because I actually had the Instagram before I had. My phone is off. Look.
Podcasting.
It's creepy. You should hear Zach's evil laugh.
Stop. I actually had the Instagram page before I had the YouTube name. That's where I got it from.
Oh.
So I originally got it from, there was a subreddit called Shooting Cars for photography. And I was like, I want to get into car photography. Right. So I then started the Instagram page, and I just posted pictures I took of my friends' cars. And then I wanted to start a YouTube page, so I just used the same name. And then the YouTube page obviously got way bigger than the Instagram.
Right.
Never used the Instagram ever again until recently. I was like, I feel like I should post.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to get better at is posting on more than just YouTube, because I don't post on other things very much. But we're just continuing to talk, so we should probably stop.
No, it's fine. Okay. Hour 12. Wow. It's a long boy. But thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you want to download the audio, it'll be the downstairs description.
I've never heard that.
Or if in like 10 years when they switch it back to being on the side, it'll be somewhere. I'm sure YouTube will switch up their format before I put this out.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, did you see how YouTube is doing like this the sponsor thing?
No.
So you know how Twitch, you can do like subscribe, you pay like $4.
Yeah.
And you get like special emoticons. You can do that on YouTube now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I might do it, but I might not.
Are you going to live stream your gaming stuff?
Once I get Wi-Fi, yes, definitely.
Okay, cool. Sorry, this is running really long.
No,
Hour 13. Running strong. Caleb, it's always great to talk to you. We are still friends.
We are still friends.
Forever and ever.
All right, now please leave my shop. Go. You gave me some viewers.
I'm out.
Get out of here.
Bye.
Bye.
There goes a sight from my soul.